boys are out playing again. Scared ya. Another nice day today. So I did the, what is it? Barely 15. Yesterday was the upgrade to the little drainage. I might as well show you that because I did do a bit more work on it this morning. I wanted to let that Celastic dry. So I wanted to let this really, because I was going to be playing with this. So now what I've done is I've strung it up with a bit of plastic coated stainless steel wire that I had left over. I didn't buy anything, I had all this left over because it did droop a little bit. You could see it in the picture actually when I was editing the video. You could see it go down and back up again. So now it's just needed a bit of support in the middle, and now it's a consistent nice grade all the way down. I did tip a fair bit of water in here this morning and there was no leaks around here, so I think we're good. Tomorrow's Friday, so no rain tomorrow. Saturday we're expecting 40 mil of rain, so we're going to get a good time to test this out. So we'll see how we go. And then while I was in the drainage fixing mood, I also fixed, you can see here, this one. So same story, this used to be nice grade, and then it's supported there, and then it's supported there. So in the heat, especially when it heats up that fence, this thing just got all droopy. It's been there for over 10 years and it's starting to go down a little bit. So I heated it up with a heat gun and then propped it back up. Same stuff, exactly the same wire and fittings and all that. And it's just screwed to the fence, and now no worries. I gave it a good flush through because obviously it just wasn't draining properly before. It'd fill up and then start to drain. So what I did, I fixed that, filled the sink up with hot water, almost to the top, and then pulled the plug and just flushed a whole sink load of water through it. And yeah, you can see all the stuff that actually came out of it. I don't even know what it is. It looks like a bit of, I might clean that up actually because the dogs are going to eat that, I reckon. I don't know what it is. It looks like actually paint, or I might have flushed some terps, cleaned something with terps, and that's, you know how it congeals and does what it does. But yeah, it might be that. But anyway, I will clean that up a bit later if they don't need it in the meantime, because I'm a little bit busy at the moment. So what we're up to, so I was talking to my mate today at work. He has a VF SS, kind of looks similar to the one that we used to have. Same model as my wagon, but it was a sedan, not a wagon. And we're talking, and I said, you know, tomorrow I've got my man coming over to fix the rails on the car. And he goes, oh, that's easy, that'll take you 10 minutes to do that. I was like, oh, what do you mean? I thought you had to take all the door trims off. And he goes, no, they're just clips. He bought a car, a VF, black one, from the auction, and it had damage, I think, on the passenger side, both doors. So he had to take the doors off to get them panel beaded. He did it all himself. And he stripped the door and welded some parts. He's a welder, so yeah, he welded all some parts. He's not a panel beater, but he's a really good welder, so he kind of knows what he's up to anyway. And he said, no, they literally have two clips either end, and they just pop off. And I was like, oh, okay. So I came home just now, and I'm at this stage 2 minutes into the game. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll do it today then, because it's not going to take long. So they're the old ones, and you can see, I think the short one's the front one. We'll go out in the sun so you can actually see it. So that's the drama we're getting. You can see just right where my thumb is, you can see the crack. It's just, you know, almost 10 years old, and the rubber's starting to crack. So as the window comes down, it drags this, opens that crack up, and then obviously you're not going to have your window down if it is raining, but sometimes it doesn't seal properly, and then if it does rain, then it's literally a funnel for water to go into the door. So that's why I kind of wanted to change it. So all I did, we'll do the other side. My camera was flat from yesterday, so I kind of started this and started charging my camera at the same time. And yeah, so here we are. So I just put some tape down. That's what I saw. That's what he told me. He said just put some tape. He wasn't concerned about scratching it because he was going to repaint the door. But he said just put some tape down because you do have to get quite violent with the trim tool removal. I ended up using this one, nice big spread one, and I used this end here. I tried it with this end, but it wasn't coming up, so I hooked it and just straight up. Took me a few goes, but I got it. So isopropyl alcohol cleaned it up. Obviously it was pretty dirty under here, so that's brand new paint there now. So yeah, I'll go and get my tripod and we'll clip these ones in. Then I think I'm going to have enough room. I'll have enough room there and we'll quickly attack those ones. Okay, yeah, so the long one is for the rear door. And another way you can, this might actually be the other side. Oh no, it's this side. Yep, because this angle matches, it's got the cutout for this bit and the cutout for this bit. So, I don't know, I've never done it, so I'm pretty sure it's just to line it in. There's a little flap of rubber coming off the side, so I think that's it. That's easy. Yep, they're on. Oh, nice. This doesn't sit very well. I think this actually needs to be cut. Let me have a look on the other side. Yep. That's a shame. That would have been good if they cut that properly. I could cut it on here actually. Yeah, I'll go and get a knife. Okay, so I just took a picture to show you what I'm talking about because you can't see it with that camera. It's got a little bit too much of the weather seal on the inside to allow it to sit properly. So I've got a brand new razor blade here. Without cutting my finger off, I think if we just score it kind of where I want it. I don't want to take this back off now. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, came off easy. So just there. And obviously you don't want to cut your top. It's just like a felt. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, that's easy. And then across the bottom. There we go. I think that's going to allow it. Yeah, nice. That'll maybe a tad more. A little bit more if I can. Oh, okay, so yep, and a little bit of an angle too. I'll cut it short. Can always cut more off. These aren't original, so that's probably why these aren't OEM Holden things. There we go. That's going to make it fit really nice. Maybe. Probably needs it needs a twist in it. That is fitting a lot nicer though. It's just not pushing. It's not pushing up on it. I wonder if we can. They're plastic, so you don't want to go too stupid with them. There we go. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Like I said, they're not hot factory Holden. They're eBay ones. So I'll take another photo for you, so you can kind of compare the two and see. That looks a lot worse in that photo. So. Yep, it's not the best. It's not the best fitting, but it's better than having a crack there, I suppose. All right, I've already put some Aerospace 303 on them as well, so they're good to go. And then if we get, so this is the old one at the top, new one at the bottom, and it kind of looks like this has got the right cuts in it. The right angles and the right distance, yeah. Yep, that looks to me to be correct. Yeah, they need a twist in them. This kind of goes like that, and then right at the end it starts to twist that way, and that's what it needs. Hopefully a few days in the sun might fix it, we'll see. And then this is this side, I think. Yep. So, kind of. Oh, there's no clip. Okay. Oh, hang on. I don't think I put that in correctly. I think that's why it's not sitting there, and it's coming up too easy. Yeah, I definitely didn't put that in properly. There we go. It's got to fit in. Lucky I didn't break it. That's better. Yep, that's kind of fixed that problem now. Yep, that's better. It's got a channel that it sits in. I just noticed it on that. So it's got a channel here, and that goes over the metal of the car. And I had it on the wrong side of it. So there we go. That's better, much better. Okay. Same story with this one. I suppose you put it on. There's no clip at the front of this one. It just goes underneath this mirror, and that's what holds it down there. Find your channel. I've gone too far, so pull it back a bit so the clip lines up. There we go. Feed it into the channel, feed it into the clip. There we go. That's better. Yep. Oh, there we go. Much easier with the windows down. There we go. Very nice. That's cool. Alright, get my 303. My favourite rubber, vinyl. You could probably use it on wheels. I don't, but you probably can. There we go. Very easy. Alright, let's go and do the other side and you'll see how much force you got to put into the clips. Okay. So, 2 clips on the rear door, 1 at either end, and 1 clip on the front door at the rear of the front door. So I started here last time, so we'll do the same. Need tape. I just clean it with a bit of ISO so the tape actually sticks to the paint. This one's all spotted. I don't know what it's from. I think it's just starting to fail in the sun. I used to park this car outside. So I got the car at 48,000 Ks, and then probably from about 80,000 Ks onwards it was parked in here. So for 20 odd thousand Ks, can you guys even see what I'm doing? Not really. Yeah, so for about 20,000 Ks it was parked outside in this orientation, north that way, so this side wouldn't have got a lot of sun. So yeah, I don't know why that's way worse than the other side, but it is what it is. Tape. So you don't need any tape here because there is no clip. You only really need it from about the door handle as close as you can. Don't leave any paint showing. And really, if you're on a budget for, you only need like 3 or 4 inch strip either end of the door and a bit on the front, and that is it. So I'll use a flat bit just to get it going, like that, and then use this bit to hook under it, like that. And then by doing that, the front one comes off as well, so that's super easy. There. And then same with this flat bit, just to get a bit of space under there, and then hook her under. This was a bit harder on the other side. obviously I'm not fussed if I break the clips because we're putting new ones on, but if and then pull it out. If you're putting them back on, you maybe take a bit more care. If I was going into trouble, like if the car's 10 years old and they're faded like that, and you're going into the trouble to paint certain parts of the car, like the door, I wouldn't go putting the old ones back on anyway. Just go and buy some new ones. They're not very expensive. So then we'll clean where the new one goes. Okay, so done with them. Alright, new one is this one for the rear. I'm gonna, before I go clicking it in, same story on this one, it needs to be cut. So we'll just get the razor to mark it. I want to be on an angle this way. So that's the only thing. So these are, I won't even be able to put a screenshot of the link where I bought these from, only because I bought them like a year and a half ago, and I haven't got around to doing it. I don't like doing trim work on cars because, again, I just don't have the patience. That's perfect. That's right up. Might just give it a bit more of a clean because I can see a bit of dirt. That's going to annoy me. No need for it to be there. There you go. Probably introduce the channel first. That might be the smarter thing to do. Yeah. Put it on the channel first, and then line her up. Get forward. There we go. Okay. That's it. Yeah, by putting it in the channel, that's what's dragging it around and putting the twist on it. I left it. Alright, and then the front one's actually even easier because you just put it on the channel, kind of give it a bit of a lift up at the back, slip it forward, and then look at your so it come out too much. So just get it under, look at your clip location, line that up, and down. Done. That's 2 seconds. I'm going to have a look at the date on the box there because it should have a date on the shipping information. We'll work it out, but I think it's been about a year. So we've got 29th of the 5th, 24. So it's been over a year and a couple months. Very easy fix. So the next thing I want to do on this, we're going to try and do it now. Is this thing, this chrome. So I don't mind the chrome, looks alright because it's a white car, but it's starting to bubble and lift here. So obviously it's just a wrap or a sticker or something. It's got a clip here. It's broken a clip there. I thought it came out, but it doesn't. It's got all that stuff connected to it, so this is all connected to it. So I'm gonna go as far as taking these screws out. We'll drop this panel, I hope, and there should be some screws holding that in. So yeah, you can buy these brand new, black one in black. They're almost $300 though, and that ain't gonna happen. So I've got 3 options. It's option 1 is drop these screws. Hopefully it comes out, and I'll take it in the shed, and I've got vinyl wrap, black vinyl wrap, and we'll take this silver off, so that way you get rid of this, and then black vinyl wrap over the top. Option 2 is cut this, peel the silver off, because I'm pretty sure that'll just peel off, and wrap it in place. I don't really want to do that. Option 3, if the vinyl wrap doesn't work out, is we've got to get this off, and I'll take it to the panel beater, and I'll get him to paint it in a proper automotive paint. So yeah, I'll take these 2 screws off and see that. We'll see where that gets us. Oh, I just broke it. I knew that was going to happen. Might be fixable. Okay. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Woo. Right. So yeah, you probably want to put something so the bolt doesn't close now. Because if it does close, you need to connect all that back up. Let's go in the shed and see if we can repair this. And also there was a clip just here. See, that's shattered. There's no way I'm fixing that. No. Oh, so is this one. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to try and fix this with a little bit of super glue first. This is not going to be it's literally that silver stuff holding it together at the moment. So I want to put that in just to get it kind of half strong. Just otherwise I'm going to keep playing with it and it eventually will fully break off. So all good. So that's fixed that for now. So now we'll get I reckon just a little wire wheel. Whoa. Okay. Probably should be doing this out here. Okay, that's enough. And then we'll do the same for this side. This side's not broken, I'm just going to reinforce it anyway. Almost broke it. Okay, I'll chuck the zoom on. Hopefully it looks alright for you guys. I've just wire wheeled it. It's really stripped the plastic there, so it's going to be quite rough, which is perfect. So that way the glue has something to key into. This is very old glue here. This wind is going to be annoying. And then I've just cut up some some zip ties, and that's all we're going to use. We'll just use zip ties to reinforce it. Probably just this would be enough, but we'll make it better. Just looking at this silver plastic though, I really don't know how this is going to work, because I thought it was just like a wrap that I could actually just cut and unwrap, but the wire wheel's having a hard time taking it off. So yeah, don't know. So I'm going to put the rough side of the zip tie down, and I've got three for each one, and that's it. I think that's going to just give it enough support. I'm not going to put any over the top. We'll just spread these out nice. This seems to be the weakest part of this.
So it is what it is. 50-50 exactly. About. Try and get it everywhere. That's enough. That is probably the cleanest time I've ever used epoxy glue, I think. Normally it ends up in your hair and all over the joint. This actually works really well. So I'll just pick up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. It should be able to, it's zoomed in, so I'll just pick it up and kind of make some bridges across the zip ties. And then when it goes hard, that's not going anywhere. There we go. I'll do that to the other side. It's probably a bit light on this side, but like I said, it wasn't broken anyway. Oh no, that's alright, yeah. Oh, that's already going hard. Being in the sun here. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, done. It's very thick. Here we go. Yep. Okay. I can't see this peeling off very easy. Trying to just peel off the wrinkly bit, and then I'm gonna have to reprime or do something. Actually, it's coming off. Only thing is, that's where I've glued it. So we want to cut around like that. Oh, nice! It's broken there too. I think that's why it's done that. It's actually chipped all the way through. Yeah, okay. That's why it's done what it's done, for sure. Because it's just gone slack. Oh, it was already broken. Okay. It was already broken there. Alright, afternoon everyone. So the battery kind of went flat on me. I didn't even realise when I was rubbing. I think I was at the stage of rubbing that back end of my thing down there. Sorry, it's been a big day. I'm absolutely stuffed, so I'll give you a rundown. So yeah, battery went flat. I kind of got it to a stage where I was pretty happy with it, so I thought I'd go and
go and talk to my mate that painted the I-20, the panel beater. So yeah, he kind of gave me some pointers on how to finish that off. He said what I'd done was okay. It just needed some filler where I'd made those crack repairs. Otherwise you'll see it through the paint. And I said, oh, probably paint was an option, but I do have some black vinyl wrap. And he said, oh, just do that. That'll be a lot easier. I did ask him if he'd paint it for me. And he asked me what a new one's worth, and he said it'd be cheaper to buy a new one. So I kind of thought that might be the case because it is very fiddly. So I came back home, rubbed it back a little bit more because he did say if you're going to wrap it, you need to get it pretty flat. I didn't fill it. He said there's no need to fill it if you're going to wrap it. So didn't prime it, nothing. Just I used like 100 grit to really dig into it, and then I finished it off with 600. Not that it really makes a difference for wrap, but I thought I'd just get a little bit smoother. Cleaned it with acetone, wrapped it with black vinyl, came up pretty good, couple bubbles. I'm no wrap expert, but it's good enough. It's better than that crinkly chrome that was there. So we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Anyway, Dad's just left. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. He's just left. We've kind of looked at the I-20 and kind of found out what it was. It's the lower control arm bushes. They're a little bit perished. We think that's where the noise is coming from. There's nothing that indicates like for certain. So there's nothing that's completely broken or hanging off it or anything, but it was good because I drove it and he drove it, and he could kind of see what I was talking about or hear what I was talking about. So yeah, so that was good. So we knocked that over. We jacked it up, took all the tyres off. The handbrake needed adjustment because it was coming up too high, so that got adjusted. And the clutch pedal was squeaky, so we fixed that. What else did we do? While all the tyres were off, we rotated them. Zigzag, crisscross, whatever you want to call it, and I cleaned them back and front as well. They've got hubcaps on them, so you can't really clean them properly because you can't pop the hubcaps off there. It's a hubcap that has the wheel nut, so it's tyre, hubcap, then wheel nuts, so you can't steal the hubcap. The wheel nuts are holding it on, so it's not something you can kind of clean very easily. So yeah, while we're out, I just gave them a clean the inside of the car for a bit. What else did we do? Had lunch, put it back down on the ground. We made phone calls when we figured out it was the bushes. We made some phone calls, but there's none in Perth, as always is the case. We even rang Hyundai. We rang about 4 or 5 different places, and one of them was a Hyundai dealer down the road. And he said he looked and he's like, "There's the closest one's in Sydney." So yeah, not much we can do there. So I jumped on. So he wanted $80 for one bush for one. So there's 2 bushes in the lower control arm. I didn't even ask him about the forward one. We just wanted the back one because you could see they were perished. And he wanted $80 for one. Then I jumped on White Line, which is like an Australian suspension place. I don't know if they're nolethane or what they're made out of. They're made out. They did say it. I can't remember what it was. They're not rubber anyway. They're like a man-made kind of thing. A bit more hardier than rubber. And they're $86 for a pair, so I'm just going to order them. Either way, I've got to wait for them. We weren't going to be able to do it today. If it was the case of being able to do it today and putting rubber ones back in, I would have done it. But I can't get anything, so I might as well just buy the better ones. Work out cheaper anyway. And we're going to do the big one and the little one. We'll do the back one and the forward one as well. On the front lower control arm, there's 2 bushes. We were only going to replace the back ones because they look perished. They look the worst out of all of them, so we're just assuming that's where the noise is coming from. But anyway, we're going to get the front ones while we're there. They've got to come out anyway, so might as well just do them and go from there. And hopefully that fixes the problem. Both sides will do. We'll do left and right. So yeah, so all good there. So then after that I said, well, you're here now. After lunch, you want to wash your car? So we washed his car. Just gave it a quickie. He covers it because the car's it's in a carport, but it's open on one side. So he covers it, and the car is it looks good from a distance, but it is swirled big time. So he's keen on getting it. I told him, I said, whenever you're ready to polish it, we'll polish it. And so I've got some ceramic coat left, the same ceramic coat I got on the Z, so the better one that I've got. I'll use the rest of that on his car. So we'll do that at a later date, but for now I just gave it a good clean. Aerospace 303, the engine bay, degrease the wheels. We did that iron remover on the wheels. We did the degrease the paint, snow foam, Nanolicious soap, and we did that SiO2 sealant as well. And then obviously spot free rinse, and he was flipping out. That's the first time he's seen it in action, and he's like, "What? Do you dry it now?" And I was like, "No, you just leave it." And he goes, "I don't know." He just wasn't up to speed with it all. But I said, "Just trust the process, trust the water, and we'll be right." And we kind of came out here, had a couple of beers, and then went back outside, and not a spot on it. So really good. Yeah, he was quite impressed with that you can just walk away from it. So yeah, really good. Cleaned up around the house. So today is a really nice day. You can see there. Don't think there's one cloud. No, not one cloud. Tomorrow 40 mil of rain, cold and ultra windy. I just got a thing on my phone saying severe weather warning, strong wind alert, all that kind of gear that they normally do. So yeah, 40 mil of rain, so that'll be good tomorrow. So I'm just getting the house in some kind of order. So you can see I've got the cover on, I've got the cover on the smoker, cover on the Barbie, kind of cleaned up as much as I can over there. I just had the blower out, so the blower's all done, just so there's no leaves and all that, back and front. I've put my table that's normally here, that's in there. Just, I know it's stainless steel, but I'll just keep it dry. Cleaned up down here. So we'll test this new gutter kind of diversion thing out tomorrow, that'll be good. Had the blower all through here, so all good. Actually, there was another, see, I've been on the go since, yeah, so today, got up early, I don't know why, but like at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Got up, I actually made pasta sauce first thing in the morning, cleaned up the kitchen. It was pretty funny, my missus was like, "What are you doing?" And she wasn't even out of bed yet, and I had a pasta sauce made for today's lunch when Dad came round. I had the chicken ready for tonight, marinated and everything ready to go. I had all the dishes done, plus a load in the dishwasher done. And then I had to take her to work because obviously we needed her car today and it's a work day. So yeah, she needed her car. So I just ran her to the train station, and then came back so that way we could have a car here for today. And then I came back, and then so this door, this tiny little motor just here, and it's been labouring on the way up. I think I did mention in one of the previous videos, and I thought it was down to the tracks. Like, I do grease the tracks fairly often, well, not fairly often, I've probably done it 4 times in 10 years, but that's often enough. But they're just gummed up, the tracks are just, obviously that grease goes hard and it attracts dust and sand and stuff, and you could run your hand in there and it was all sticky, and yeah, it wasn't nice. So the cars were coming out today anyway, so I thought I'd do it today. So yeah, all the cars were out. I got the degreaser and a wire brush, and I just went to town on the tracks and the wheels, both sides, and this track as well. I didn't clean that one with the greaser because I've never really greased that one. It's just a rubber belt, so that just got the spray. But then I also got my pressure washer and a broom and degreaser, and I degreased and cleaned this whole door. Just went to town on it. So she's all nice, and this was all dirty before, really bad, so she's all good now, nice and clean. First time I've cleaned it in 11 years, 12 years, so yeah. So yeah, the stuff I used, this stuff, it's a dry film PTFE lubricant, combats build-up of dirt, grime and oil, so that's exactly what I need. Not to get that gummy stuff up there again, but yeah, it was pretty bad. I rinsed it. I had the pressure washer rinsing all the tracks out, rinsed all this door. There was just water absolutely everywhere. So then I mopped the floor 3 times because it was still, it could probably use a fourth time actually. But Dad rocked up at 9:30, so I'd done all this before 9:30 in the morning. And hang on, excuse me. Yeah, so yeah, cooked 2 dinners, done the dishes, cleaned up around the house, took the missus to work, cleaned the door, cleaned the tracks, cleaned the floor 3 times, and then Dad rocked up at 9:30. So that's how much I jam-packed into the morning. And then it's been non-stop pretty much. We stopped for about 20 minutes to have lunch. Yeah, and that's the day. So I actually got to watch the time because in 15 minutes I've got to leave to go pick her up from the train station. So there's going to be a beer or two for sure cracked when I get back. So yeah, the back of the Commodore came up pretty good. You can see they're in black now, so gloss black. This was a chrome. Yeah, so heaps better. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Came up alright. There's a couple of bubbles here. I don't know if you can. This camera it'll probably look really nice on this camera because yeah, it won't pick it up too much. But yeah, it's better than what it was anyway. I've got enough vinyl wrap that I can have another bash at this as well. So I'm gonna order the windscreen wiper delete kit for this car. I never use it. There's just no point, and it always fades to grey, and yeah, it's just no point. So to delete it, to get rid of it, you got to take the motor out, which is drop all this panel, the same panel to get access to this. You got to drop it again to get this out. So look, I might give it a year or so, whatever, and then when this gets done, then I might have another shot at recovering this and see. I did it by myself and I kind of rushed it because it was dinner time and things, so I kind of rushed it a bit, but if I have another person helping me, I think I can do it with no bubbles. You kind of need a heat gun and two hands, kind of one person on the heat gun and stretching it, and another person kind of hold the bit and hold some other things, or hold the heat gun or whatever. It's not a one person job. That I just couldn't do it with one person. So yeah, but yeah, I'll have another shot at that when I do that eventually, and I might even take the badges off it. These 3 badges. Apparently on the sedan this has locating pins, but on the wagon there's nothing behind that. So and these are just stick it on, and that is stick it on. So yeah, I might just remove it all, and yeah, and I may even get some different plates for it, the same as some black and white ones, kind of like what I got in this car. Might look a bit nicer. So yeah, might do that and give it a bit of a spruce up, and yeah. But I think for now, like I said, I've got to head off pretty soon. So I think we're done in here. I think this is kind of clean enough in here. Yep. I think we're good. We're storm prepped. We're ready to go. The front yards, there's nothing hanging loose in the front yard. There's nothing loose in the backyard that's going to blow over and break. The wind's just starting to pick up now. You can kind of see the cover there moving around. So yeah. Batten down the hatches apparently, so we'll see what happens. But I'll try and find a screenshot of the wind and the rain that we're expecting. I'll drop it in right now. Should be able to find something there. And yeah, but anyway, all good. Have a good weekend, have a couple drinks, and we'll see you fresh next week. Catch us later.